This video is brought to you by Love and Monsters, premiering at home on October 16th.
Only a small fraction of humanity survived to move underground.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 5 things to know about Love and Monsters.
Day of the Monster Uprising was the day I lost everyone.
Is that a samurai sword?
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is. That was awesome. Oh, I feel like Tom Cruise.
For this list, we're looking at details and fun facts regarding this unconventional monster flick. Are you looking forward to Love and Monsters? Let us know in the comments. Number 5. The premise. An apocalypse is one thing, but a monster-pocalypse kicks the end of the world up to 11.
Oh my god.
This film primarily sets itself 7 years after a horde of massive beasts dominate the surface, forcing humanity to seek refuge underground. But hey, just because monsters have taken over doesn't mean there isn't room for love, hence the movie's title. For the orphaned Joel Dawson, all he can think about is reuniting with his high school sweetheart Amy. After finally making contact with Amy over the radio, Joel sets out on a daring journey to find her.
I've been scanning for Amy the entire time. And now I finally found her.
All that stands between the two is 85 miles of monsters and mayhem. With a little help from a faithful dog and other allies, though, Joel's love may prevail.
If I have terrible instincts, you'll die.
Number 4. The Monsters. The movie's trailer puts an emphasis on love, keeping the monsters to a minimum. It would seem that the marketing team is following in the footsteps of Independence Day and Cloverfield, building up our expectations for the monsters.
We'll try to kill you. Don't fight, just run and hide.
The trailer does give us a few brief glimpses of the creatures that Joel will have to confront. One monster shares a certain resemblance to the toad from Pan's Labyrinth. Another would fit in well with the giant ants from Them, and the final monster shown is every bit as grotesque as those carnivorous parasites from King Kong. When it comes to the bigger creatures that could crush Joel with a mere step, though, the trailer wisely keeps the audience guessing and wanting more. Number 3. The title change. Back when it was first announced in June 2012, the film was set to be called Monster Problems. 8 years later, only 2 months before the film's release, it was announced that the title would be changed to Love and Monsters.
Ready?
I love it.
That's super sweet, because it's terrible.
The new title seems to be better suited to the movie's premise, which is 1/2 romance and 1/2 creature feature. Plus, as some outlets like Cinema Blend have pointed out, the title Monster Problems might have drawn a confusing parallel to Monster Trucks, another Paramount film.
Watch this.
Of course, where the monsters in that family film were generally friendly, the ones here are more inclined to crush a truck than inhabit one. Weirdly enough, both films have a writer in common, Matthew Robinson.
Joel!
Hey.
Joel!
Amy, is that you?
Oh my god!
Hey!
Number 2. It's a video-on-demand release. Paramount has shifted the film's release date a couple of times, originally intending to release it in early 2020. The release was then pushed back a year to February 2021.
Amy, I love you. I'm gonna come find you.
In August, it was confirmed that Love and Monsters would be released via digital platforms and select theaters on October 16, 2020. The film will be available to rent on demand for $19.99, or you could buy it for $24.99.
Amy, I miss you so much.
Love and Monsters is just one of the many recent movies that adopted this release model, which could remain commonplace in the years to come.
We could still take our world back.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. A mix of different genres. Love and Monsters is a hard movie to categorize, and we mean that in a good way. The film centers on a post-apocalyptic road trip, not unlike Mad Max Fury Road. It's a monster movie that follows a quirky group of characters, calling Columbus and his crew from Zombieland to mind. At the story's core is a romance with echoes of a John Hughes classic. The Hollywood Reporter compared Love and Monsters to all of the above.
You made it all this way for a girl, huh? You ever hear the term fools errand?
The film also draws parallels to other genre hybrid movies such as Warm Bodies and Colossal. Juggling comedy, romance, and the end of the world is no easy feat. But you know what they say, love can move mountains and monsters. This video is brought to you by Love & Monsters, premiering at home on October 16th.